Hi everybody, we're back. This is Debbie Ducic with GutZy Women, and I am sitting here with Kay Singleton, a beautiful artist, a beautiful woman, a GutZy woman. And in the previous videos that we've been talking about how she went from traditional marketing of her art to online marketing of her art. We got into a little bit of the details of where she is. And there are a few more places that she's shown up online that I would like to ask her about. So there's another site that you have taken advantage of, and it's called gclayprint.com. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that.
gclayprint.com is an online gallery that John Wark runs here in Pueblo.
Oh, it's a local?
Yes, it's
cool.
right here in town,
All right.
gclayprint.net. And he has printed G-Clays now for, I don't know how many years, but many of us are his customers.
I am. In fact, my photography, I've had him print for me.
Yeah, he's great.
He does a great job.
Yeah, he's great. And he does have an online gallery, and I got involved with that. I do show at his gallery on 5th and Main, I think it is, in the old Federal Building once in a while. I'll go ahead and do a show, and a lot of the artists are in that building. In town are in that building, and we'll show there once in a while.
And how important is it to have resources like that? How much? How many local resources do you use, and do you buy from vendors that are across the world?
I do sometimes, but it is nice to be able to work with folks here in town. Mm-hmm. I needed, say, little plastic covers for some little prints that we're doing for a show coming up, and I'd rather go with Steve Bigley than anybody else, even though I know I could probably have him at my door within a couple of days. But there are folks in town that you just want to help out. You
Right.
hope they will do that with you rather than go to
Exactly.
God knows where.
Exactly, and that's really one of the things that GutZy Women is trying to do, is to create a community of women who do business with other women, so that we can really help each other. Have more abundance and freedom in our lives, because that's really what the bottom line of GutZy Women is about. And Kay is in the process of helping people do the same. So what other things that you might be doing on the internet or that you'd really like to tell the people about on this video?
Well, passage presentations is a new thing that
what does that entail? Because I've been to your site and I've looked at it, and it's still in the sort of the production phase, but it's intriguing to me because, as you know, we had a discussion years ago about taking beautiful images and creating stories around them, and I actually created a hot flash, which is a flash presentation that includes my nature photography and a wonderful inspirational message. And so is it sort of in that vein, or tell us exactly what that is?
It is. It's a conglomeration or a fusion maybe of everything that I feel like in my heart, everything that God has made me to be. I don't want to choose. I want to do this, or I want to do that, and this suffers and that. I just kind of get this thing that it's supposed to be all poured together somehow, and I still don't know how. I haven't done a lot of speaking. I haven't done, really even a lot of gigging, honestly. Mm-hmm. Insofar as the music goes, what my experience has been getting with people who do that and making groups, so there's opportunities for art, kind of spreading it in the town, but not really, haven't even done a lot of performing. So I'm like, I don't know where it's going, but I just feel like it's supposed to happen.
Well, and I don't know if you know this, but Kay Singleton does have a CD that she produced and did the writing and the lyrics and played the guitar and the whole thing. And it was on Amazon.
Yeah, it's selling on Amazon.
It's selling on Amazon. So how do they find that if they're interested?
Amazon.com with my name should do it.
Okay. So do you include your music also in this whole multimedia?
Oh yeah.
And your poetry, of course.
There's poetry. There's testimonials. By the way, Amazon. The title of the CD is Simply Love. Folks might want to look at that.
Simply Love, and I bought the CD when it first came out, and it's there's some really great stuff. Really great stuff.
Stories like like what happened to me. I hit the wall about 3.5 years ago. A lot of it was that my mom was very ill and that my sister was very ill, and it was just wearing on me. I was doing all our bills and all our stuff, and I was doing all our stuff, and the kids were getting out of the house, and it was one of those things where it all just kind of goes whoa. And I think a lot of women feel that, maybe especially in this time of life where You know,
Yes.
sandwich generation, all that.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just too much. I didn't know how to handle it. And not only that, but I really had these ideas that, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be more successful than I am. I'm supposed to have more attention than I am. And I've got this prima donna complex. And, you know, life hasn't been good to me. And, you know, you know, just feel so sorry for myself. And I don't know, it just taxed me to the hilt. And I ended up in a hospital and everything because it was just, the nervous system just quit. You know, it was all I could take. And I was treated for anxiety and depression for about 16 weeks. But in that amount of time, I was determined that I was not only going to get off the physical help that I was getting, the meds and everything like that, but I was going to figure out what the heck went wrong and finally get it back together. And Deb, I cannot tell you how grateful I am that I went through that stuff because now I have the life that I have. And it is exponentially better. I cannot tell you. Maybe that's part of what this passage thing is supposed to be. You know, we all have stories. It's not like I'm the only one with that kind of a story. But the life that I'm living right now, man, I couldn't believe, I couldn't imagine not living.
Oh, that is
so great.
So inspirational. It gives me goosebumps. And I did miss you when you were gone. And I was like, where is Kay Singleton? So I'm so glad that you're back. You're back in force. What's happening next? You have some shows coming up. Tell us about that.
Me too, with Catholic Charities, is opening a show on the 19th of April, I believe. May 2nd, I'm at Tina Nemec's, Nemec and Thompson, Frames and Fine Art, for an opening for my own show called Synergy. And it's all about being multitasking, can't focus on any one thing, so there'll be all kinds of different art there in different suites, we're calling them. And I've got a concert coming up, I think on June 13th. We're pulling this together now, but Tom Munch told me he'd help me out with this, and Johnny Watson. They play Thursday night down at Cock and Bull Tavern. Tuesday night, sorry, they just changed in April. Tuesday nights, Tuesday Night Hot Club. And we might be able to pull something together. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we might have we'll have a fun time. We'll call it that.
Well, yes, and I love your little logo on your emails that you send out, the singing granny. You guys have to see this logo. You could really relate to it. But if you can show up to one of her shows, she's a fabulous entertainer. You'll love her music. You'll love her art. I am so glad that you joined me on these videos. I hope that you've enjoyed meeting Kay Singleton. Come to our Ning. Come to our social networking site. It's gutzywomen.ning.com, and you can introduce yourself to Kay, and Kay can become a friend of yours, and you can learn a lot from each other. Thank you so much for coming. This is Debbie Ducic with GutZy Women. We'll see you later.